Here are 3 cool benefits of the 2018 Nissan Micra base model, Canada's most affordable car. Your key fob will never die because there's no battery. Your power locks will never die because there are no power locks. And your window motor will never die because it's got crank windows. 2018 Nissan Micra base model, Canada's most affordable car. So I'm here with my good friend Nikki, who is my age, and that just means we're old enough to know what shutter windows are. And for those of you kids who don't know what shutter windows are, it's that. So we're going to simulate Nikki driving, even though she's not driving, and a sudden rain and snowstorm is going to start out of nowhere. And we're going to see how fast Nikki can roll up all 4 windows. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 seconds.
How long?
15.
All right.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Thanks, impromptu Nikki.
No problem.
Hey everybody, Jay here from Modern Mississauga, and today we are with Canada's most affordable vehicle, the 2018 Nissan Micra S. And for only $9,988, this lovely piece of machinery can be yours. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say that I had a great week in the Micra because, well, it took me back to a simpler time when I first started driving back in the 90s, and I had a 20, what did I have? Not a 20, a 1987 Volvo station wagon with 2 speakers and shutter windows and no air conditioning, and that's kind of the same thing we have here. So I just want to walk around the car. It's 15-inch wheels with steel rims and hubcaps. Pretty simple design up front. This is it's a media car, so Nissan doesn't put front plates on their media cars, just on the back plate. Similar design up front to the rest of the Nissan lineup. It's a cute, bubbly car, and you know, whatever. It's, you know, you're not buying this for fashion. You're buying it because it's gonna get you from A to B. It's a very functional vehicle. Yeah, so it's cute and whatever. So black door handles, and you got to manually undo the locks. And here is what the key fob looks like. That's not true. It's not even a fob. It's just a key itself. No buttons, manual, everything on this car. So just running around the back, that's what you get. And it's still got a back wiper, so that's kind of cool. And I'll open up the trunk for you. And it's, you know, it's small, but whatever. And let's give the Micra S the benefit of the doubt. So the seats are 60/40, as you can see, and they push down like that. And you can put, I don't know, a bunch of stuff in there. I think it's 400 and a bit liters of cargo space with the seats up, and 800 and a bit with them down. I'll get the specifics for you in the written portion. So let's jump in. You know, let's make this one continuous video instead of separating it out. So we'll do that, and we'll shut the trunk. So there's no little handle things here. You just got to put your hand there. So a few fingerprints, but no big deal. So it's it's pretty flat as far as the rear seats go. A little bit of contours, but you know what? Whatever. It's, keep in mind what the vehicle is and what its purpose is for this specific S trim, which is the entry-level trim for the Nissan Micra. One thing I do really like, and I was pretty surprised with, the contour, or the not contour, sorry, the support for the front seats. Like, there's a pretty hefty amount of side support here. Sorry, there's a bit of cat hair on the seat. My apologies for that, Nissan. But yeah, the side bolsters are pretty nice. Oh, sorry, there's your look up front. We'll get into that a little more detail in a minute, but you can see nothing on the steering wheel, no buttons or anything. Pretty basic display up front, but let's go take a closer look at it. And oh, there's a plane. All right, so here we are in the Nissan Micra S. We'll start the car because, well, why not? And that shows you a little bit. So old school, key goes in, and that's that. Oh, oops, get rid of the volume. So it's a manual car as well. You know, they've gone really basic on this. But hey, you know, whatever. So 5-speed manual. The option is there for a 4-speed automatic as well. I don't really know what else to say about the display here. It's just it's plain, it's simple, but you still get some information out of it too. So there's a little bit of modern touch to it. So that's my trip A. It's my trip B. It says right now 30 liters per 100 kilometers, and that's just my resting rate. My average is 6.9 per 100 kilometers, and I've done, I think I said 200. So fuel efficiency rates from Nissan Canada's website are 6.8 highway, 8.7 city, so like 7.5 combined. So I'm a little lower than that, which is totally fine by me. And 331 kilometers to empty. So you squeeze about 500 kilometers out of the tank, 41 liter gas tank. So you're saving some money there. And yeah, but over 1,000 kilometers on the car overall. And yeah, back to my trip A. Your gas release. Oops, there's my foot. No one wants to see that. There's your gas release. There's your head release. Here is the classic shutter window. So I'm going to open the door for a second and show you. I put some things online, social media wise, just kind of showing how much fun you have with a shutter window. And you know, that's the open, that's the close, and that's that. Your yeah, door's closed. Sorry. Your audio system's pretty basic as well. You have your presets. You have an aux in. You do not have a USB port, but you do get a 12-volt charger, so you can get an adapter and charge your phone that way. There is no air conditioning. There's the old school left and right for how you want the air to come in, whether you want it to be recirculated or you want the air sucked in from the outside. Yeah, it's it's pretty. It's good. You know, I like it. I didn't think I'd ever see a car like this ever again, but good work, Nissan, on catering to the entry level market, or people who want just, you know, a second car a little later in life. They don't want any of the frills. They just want it to be as is. So there's your gear shift, and it's got 109 horse, 107 pound-feet of torque through a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine. You're not winning any races in this, but you're saving gas, and you know, you still get on the highway comfortably. You know, you're not gonna be in a weird, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pass that car situation. You know, it's still a modern car. You know, as no frills as it is, they have still made sure that it's a safe car. You know, it's not like it's like a 2-cylinder 85 horsepower, something tiny like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Manual locks, so you have to manually lock every single door to have it lock. No power locks, no power windows. The old school mirror with the little lever there, and it's a bit of a trick. This is a media car, so everybody sets their mirrors differently, but you know, you reach over and you just kind of go here, you adjust it, you sit back and you check what you can see, and you go back and forth till you find your actual setting. There are interior lights, so that is a nice touch as well. Obviously no sunroof, no backup camera because, well, there is no screen. But look at how close that rear seat is. Like, you could pretty much, oh, can I touch the back seat? Yeah, there you go. Big mirrors, or sorry, big windows, so lots of visibility out there, lots of visibility out at the rear. You don't want the headrests there, just, you know, take them out, and that gives you a little bit of extra sight lines out the rear. That pretty much wraps up the review. You know, it drives well, again, for what it is. I'm not over exaggerating, but for a manual vehicle with nothing much more to it, you get where you're going. You can put a bunch of stuff in there. So the actual figures for the cargo space are 408 liter seats up, 820 liter seats down. So you can still put, you know, your groceries and your golf bags and a hockey bag and a guitar and an amp and whatever else. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up the review of the 2018 Micra S. Great little car if you're just jumping into the car market, or if you want to, if you're later in life and you're just looking for something to get you to and from without any of the fancy bells and whistles. All right, I think that wraps it up. I didn't think I have anything else of note that I wanted to talk about. Yep, anyways, if you have any questions on this, let me know in the comment section, j@modernmississauga.com. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll be back with another review soon.